West Durham. Thank you so much to Mel. Let's give a massive round of applause to everybody that organised this today. What a colourful, positive, hopeful and beautiful celebration. This celebration is a radical act which is born out of years of oppression for the LGBT plus community. A community that understands that in the past, state violence was normal. Just last week, as Joe said, marked the 30th anniversary of the enactment of Section 28. Let's have a big boo for Section 28. A law that was passed by Thatcher's government which banned the discussion of homosexuality in schools. Section 28, however, was a disgusting piece of legislation which sought to demonise and erase LGBT people's existence. It created a hostile environment where people were afraid to be themselves. But the community came together and campaigned and fought that oppression. And in 2003, Section 28 was finally repealed. It was repealed because of people like you today. The LGBT plus community and their allies organised, protested and demanded that this vile piece of homophobic legislation was scrapped, and we salute every single one of their efforts to make this world a little bit freer for all of us. Because friends, it is important when the government creates a hostile environment like it has for the Windrush generation or for disabled people. Whatever community is being attacked through austerity, it is important that we come together as working class people to have maximum unity, that we come together to protect one another and advance one another's rights, that we stand up and fight for each other. It is that solidarity that makes us so strong and ultimately completely unbeatable. As Joe mentioned, the LGBT plus community has consistently been a bastion of solidarity. During the miners' strike, you will know that lesbian and gay support the miners played a pivotal role in raising money to help the striking miners, because they understood that an attack on one community is ultimately an attack on us all. LGBT plus people have suffered massively under this government and make up 24% of homeless young people. Young LGBT plus people are disproportionately affected by youth unemployment, cuts to public services and lack of affordable housing. And at a time when we are seeing shamelessly an increase in the number of violent, homophobic and transphobic crime, vital services to LGBT plus communities are being cut. We must, all of us, stand up and defend those services. We must organise, protest and say that no more of our services are decimated in County Durham, that the cuts to our schools, our public services and our hospitals will be stopped. For goodness sake, friends, we have a society where nurses and teaching assistants are using food banks. Each week we see an increase in homelessness, rough sleeping and people slipping through the safety net. This affects all of us. They are tearing down what makes our community and what links and ties us together, one service at a time. And we need to say loud and proud that we will not accept this government taking what we have paid for and what is rightfully ours. And I'll end on this, because when we fight and when we are united, so much can be achieved. Look at the amazing result in Ireland and the amazing result that the people there have achieved so that women can have bodily autonomy and the right to a safe abortion. The campaigners there and their allies have fought for years tirelessly to change attitudes and culture in Ireland, and on Friday they secured an overwhelming majority of people agreeing with their argument. The repeal campaign has given all of us so much hope and so much inspiration for the future. What an incredible achievement to the people of Ireland. Friends, sisters and brothers, whilst there is still homophobia, biphobia, transphobia in our society, we cannot rest. Yes, we have come a very long way in changing attitudes, but whilst there are such fixed and binary, outdated gender stereotypes, and whilst we have a moral code which says if you deviate from them, you'll be punished with prejudice, exclusion and violence, we, not one of us, can stop. We must fight all oppression. Pride is a celebration. Pride gives us so much hope that there is a community out there that has fought and won so many battles and will continue to do so for many years. We are here today to be visible and to celebrate the achievements of all of those who have gone before us. Let us keep up that fight and that resistance. Have an amazing day. Thank you.